Welcome to another episode of Seaside Nomad, where we're on the seaside in New Hampshire. And what's going on? I'm filming with a drone. I'm looking for trash because we are doing a coastal cleanup. Every year, the lobstermen, the fishermen, local volunteers, Fish and Game, the Lobster Association, they get together and in the spring, they drive along the coast and they pick up trash. They pick up a lot of the gear, the fishing gear that gets washed up. That's actually my dad right there. If you've seen those lobster trap videos where I put the GoPro in there, that's on my parents' lobster boat. So my job for this year's cleanup was to use the drone to search for trash, as well as use the drone to make some video content for a company that was supporting the cleanup efforts. And this was all volunteered by me, and there were over 100 volunteers this day. And these volunteers worked really hard. I mean, I had the easy job. I was just using the drone, flying around. I helped pick up some stuff, but really, they did the bulk of the work, the lion's share, for sure. As you can see in this shot, some brave volunteers are down near the water at the bottom of a cliff, and they found a really big mass, a ball of rope. This rope goes to the lobster traps. So what they did was they cut the rope, got it out, the big pile of it, tied another rope to it, and the volunteers at the top of the cliff, they're helping pull it up. So the big pile of wet rope that they're pulling up the cliff actually got caught. So what did they do? They hooked it up to a truck and they got it unstuck. A little bit of problem solving and a little bit of know-how goes a long way. The volunteers this year were awesome. They were all over it. We'd be driving down the road. I'd be using the drone to look for some trash, or they'd find some trash. We'd gather around it, go over there, cut it loose, get it out of there, load it into the trucks. It was a well-oiled machine by the end of the day. Last I checked, New Hampshire's coastline was only under 20 miles, but it's beautiful. It is pristine, and part of the reason is because of these coastal cleanups. I know a lot of people in the area are really good about picking up their trash. I try to get out there every year, several times a year, to just pick up some trash. And I've just seen people just, if they see trash, they pick it up. I think they respect the nature, they respect the area, and that's just something that we do up here. Sometimes the trash was just not easy to get to, and these guys had to drag this big chunk of just trash, rope, debris. They had to drag it for probably a quarter mile. And, hats off to these guys. Super awesome dudes, great workers, and they're doing it for a good cause, and you can't beat it. So when all the trucks were full of trash, we headed to Rye Harbor. Rye Harbor is where everybody gathered, and as you can see, all this line of trucks, we've got all these traps and trash and debris, bringing it here to Rye Harbor, where other volunteers, there were over 100 volunteers here with the Fish and Game, with the Lobster Association, and fishermen, lobstermen, local businesses. They all came out this year, and this has been going on for years, guys. This trash cleanup, this coastal cleanup has been happening for years, and they're pros at it. They're just getting better and better every year. So right here you can see we've got two big dumpsters. So all the trash is put around the dumpsters, and then this big excavator lifts it up, throws it in there, crushes it down, and makes it look easy. I don't think I'll ever get over how cool these excavators are. They're just big toys. And if you're new to my channel, consider giving it a like or subscribing. I put out a lot of outdoor videos. I do fishing videos, travel videos. I do GoPros and lobster traps. People seem to like those a lot, so more of those to come this year. And you can catch them by subscribing. And after all that hard work, people needed some food, so my aunt and my mom did a great job feeding over 100 people. And what do we have here? Looks like my ugly mug made it into the Union Leader, which is a New Hampshire newspaper. And if you want to check out the article and see the real volunteers, I'll put a link in the description below. That's it for this one, guys. More adventures to come this summer. I hope you come with me. I'll catch you later.